How can I adopt a child, and what does the process look like? Adoption is a legal process that creates a new parent-child relationship. If you adopt a child, for example, your grandchild or nephew, they are legally your child and you are their parent. When an adoption is complete, former parents of the child don't have parenting responsibilities. On PEI, adoption is legislated by the Adoption Act. It's illegal for anyone to pressure, force, or pay a person to adopt their child. Birth parents must receive counseling with an authorized social worker before signing adoption forms. Their decision must be informed, made with full awareness of the implications, carefully considered, and made with knowledgeable guidance. There are a few types of adoptions. A relative adoption, which is when a person adopts a child who is related to them, or adoption of a child who is under the permanent protection of the Director of Child Protection, or adoption by a step-parent, or adoption by a non-relative. Adoptions can be open or closed. In closed adoptions, the adoptive parents and the birth parents have no contact or exchange of information. In open adoptions, the birth parents and the adoptive parents agree to some form of contact and exchange of information. Generally, the steps for an adoption are that birth parents apply for a permit. Then they do some counseling with an authorized social worker. A social worker also completes a risk assessment with the adoptive family, and then the birth parents and the adoptive parents sign some forms. Then there's a hearing process where the adoption is finalized through a court order from a judge called an adoption order. You can find more details about adoption steps on the adoptions page on our website. After adopting a child, adoptive parents can change the names on the statement of birth, get a new birth registration with their name on it, and then the old records are sealed. If the child is Indigenous, a representative of their First Nation may be consulted about the adoption. The court recognizes that it's in the child's best interests that they stay connected to their culture. If you are considering adoption, you can contact PEI's adoption services, or if you've already adopted a child and you need information or support, you can contact post-adoption services. Thanks for joining me for this Family Law Friday. As always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to our Legal Navigators and their information is in the caption. See you next Friday.